Bro, these games, some of these games are so depressing. I just want to like watch some TV, watch a movie here and there, maybe a Disney Pixar movie. Ari, what do you
Oh,
think of that?
damn. Pixar movies, man.
I don't know,
We all love Pixar movies, man. That's what we grew up with, you know. What's better than a good Pixar movie? So today we are going to be deciding the best Pixar movie. And
Yes,
what
sir.
better way to determine the best Pixar movie than with a Pixar movie bracket?
It's
All right,
May
the top-
Madness, guys.
the
It's
top-
May Madness.
May Madness. May Madness is here, man. The
May
top
Madness.
16 teams right here. And we're going to duke them out, man, one by one.
Guys, I
Let's
hate
get
to
going.
break it to you,
First up.
but I already know what the answer is going to be. I'm just saying. I'm not
I
going to say
already
it
know
right
your
now.
pick.
I do too.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like it will win, but we'll just have to see
We'll
here,
have
man.
to see. We will
Starting
have
off
to see.
strong in the Western Conference, man. Ratatouille versus The Incredibles.
Oh, easy pick.
That's
easy pick for me.
Easy. Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Yeah,
Ratatouille.
easy, right? Oh,
Wow.
we're not starting
You would
this,
like The
bro.
Incredibles. You would like The Incredibles.
I would.
Yeah,
I
because they're
would.
always
You would.
climbing stuff, and they're like always doing.
They're
some-
literally rats that climb.
I'm gonna
literally
be
every
honest.
sewer.
I think I've only watched The Incredibles once. Ratatouille,
same.
I've watched so many.
Ratatouille is
times.
so much more
Okay,
memorable.
I'm not gonna.
bro.
Okay, let me start off by this. Each one of these movies, each one of these 16 movies, is a pristine work of art.
Exactly.
That should be at the top of most movie lists. However,
There
I
are
still
actually
think
32
Incredibles
movies, but
They're 16.
16.
oh, never mind. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, come on, Prem. Anyways, I think Incredibles for me takes it, but if it's a 2-1 on Ratatouille,
Yeah, we gotta
We'll
go
put
with
Ratatouille
majority,
through.
Yeah,
man.
go with Ratatouille, bro.
Yeah, there's too many iconic moments, man.
mm.
All right, next
Wow.
up, Coco
I'm not-
versus what's
Oh,
what's
actually-
this one?
Luca,
What's this one?
Luca.
Coco for sure. I've watched
Look
Coco
at
3
these
times.
nuts.
Okay, well,
What the? All right, bro.
dude,
No, I think we
Luca-
gotta go Coco, man.
I
Coco.
think
never seen
Luca's a
Coco.
great movie, and I will say
Have
I
you watched
watched it. Yeah, I watched it with my cousin when I was in Virginia, and it has like a lot of nostalgia for me because of that.
Mm.
But even though it's relatively
Coco.
new, but Coco's
Bro,
just,
I almost,
Coco's a
I almost,
classic.
I almost shed a tear watching Coco.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Coco's a
saying. Coco's
classic.
good, man. What other
And the
movie can
twist-
you watch in
the
eighth grade
twist-
Spanish class like every
Yeah,
other week?
yeah.
Like every middle school Spanish
Bro,
class,
bro.
they threw on Coco. You know?
Not even middle school, bro. High school. I watched that
High
in 10th
school
and
too?
11th grade, bro. 10th
Bro,
and 11th
what?
grade. I watched
Dude,
that.
the amount, I think every year we watched Coco in middle
Yeah.
school Spanish. Like, I think just for that alone, you gotta advance it, man.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Dude, a lot of Pixar movies, by the way, do a great job of
Bro.
like meshing kids with actual
With the
adult
adults.
themes.
Yeah.
You know?
No, for
Bro,
sure.
Because
Why
there's
are
so
these-
much. There's so
Why
much.
are
to
why
do
are
about
these
it,
two in the first round, bro? That's a crime.
This is
bro.
tough.
This is
I-
way
for me,
too tough.
For me, this is easy.
It's
I'm
for me,
going
it's
Finding
easy.
Nemo. I'm going.
Wow.
I'm going Nemo
Wall-E.
as well.
I'm,
I'm going
going.
Nemo
Wall-E.
for one reason. I'm going Nemo for one reason. Even though, just me personally, Nemo. Even though both of them were like really appealing when we were children, Nemo was a lot more appealing, and it was a lot more like to me like relatable. Because I always
Yeah,
got
but-
lost.
Yeah,
in
because
the
the
mall.
last
If I were to
it was
watch
like
it too
when
now-
you got lost and like had to be rescued. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. You know?
I know the grocery store aisles are scary as hell. Just like Nemo.
Exactly.
But
Dude, in the
but,
mall, the
dude,
malls
that's
are
what
way
I'm
too
saying,
big.
Wally's just dude. There's something about Wally.
Wally's out
I
here
love.
preaching about that. That's like an early work of eco horror right there, man. I'm just
No,
saying.
but
Yeah,
dude,
low-key
Wally's
it
such a
is.
Yeah.
it's such a well built out movie
it is.
with a good twist. Like I don't see that in Finding Nemo. I don't see
and
that
think
like
about minimal, and they're able to do that with minimal dialogue.
minimal
like,
dialogue,
yeah.
minimal characters.
No, but no, I agree with that. But the thing is like when we're children, we don't give a fuck about any of that. We care
No, but
about
that's
who's
not- that's
more
not-
fun
that's
and
not
fun.
all of it. It's about overall.
when we're
It's about
children. It's
overall.
overall. And I think
And
Wally
I will say Wally has a much
movie.
Wally has a much better message, but
It
I've
does.
to me Nemo's more iconic. I've watched it way
Yeah.
I've watched it
It's
way
a lot
more,
more
way more
iconic.
recently.
And
Wally,
and
I barely
and
even
Disney-
remember the
no,
full
but Disney-
because I only
Disney-
watched it like half asleep at my cousin's house like 5 times.
Yeah. No, but
And that was
Disney,
it.
I feel like Disney is more associated with Nemo than it is with Wally. Even though they're both really well associated with Disney, when you think of Disney, you think of Nemo before you think of Wally.
I was much
I
more
don't
obsessed
know.
with Nemo growing up, you know.
I feel as though if for me personally, I think both of them are like quite equal. But for me, I would take Wally if
Wally.
if the overall leans into Nemo, we have to go Nemo.
I'm
Yeah.
going Nemo. Prem, are you
Nemo as well.
iffy or Nemo?
All right. So I think
Nemo?
Nemo goes through. Nemo goes
Nemo
through.
goes through. That's a tough matchup off the bat.
Yeah.
This is a pretty easy one, in
Nah,
my
this is
opinion.
easy. This is light.
I'm going up.
I'm
Up.
going up.
Up, 100%.
Dude,
There's
Bro,
not even
Cars
discussion.
2 was so
What?
bad.
It was
Cars
not
2
as
was
good.
So bad.
It was pretty
objectively
bad.
bad.
So
It was bad.
Objectively.
So bad. God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't
it
believe
was
that
not
trash.
good.
Dude, I watched it at Gorov's birthday. like years ago. That was his birthday party. It was
What?
Cars
Bro,
themed.
what? Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's so cool.
And I hated it. I
That's
hated
so.
it.
What was Gaurav dressed up as Lightning McQueen or some shit?
No,
I went as
he was
Lightning
just
McQueen one
Gaurav,
year for
bro.
Halloween.
Just
I was Lightning
Gaurav.
McQueen.
Just Gaurav.
Just Gaurav.
No, yeah.
No, I remember in preschool I was walking around as Lightning McQueen, man. Had like a giant car. I was walking around.
Damn. I think Up's,
Nah, that-
Up's lit.
that's an easy
Up's
Up.
lit.
Dude,
Yeah.
Up is
Up.
iconic, man. Even my dad loved Up. We would sit there laughing at just Russell shoving his foot in the door, keep
Here's the
repeating the same thing.
Here's the
My
thing about
name
Up.
is Russell, and I'm a wilderness explorer, Scout 53. Like,
I know Nish was definitely
Oh,
relatable to
yeah,
that.
I was just about to say.
100%.
I love Up one for the fact that like you have, a scout. He's me.
Yeah.
He's me.
He's you,
But
bro.
at
You're
the same
Russell.
time, dude, Up is such a sad movie, and it like
It
still
is.
brings happiness to you because
Yeah.
literally it starts with someone dying. It starts with Ellie's death, and it still somehow is able to have a ton of happiness, a ton of like great feels. It's like a perfect mix of
and
just
the
like
music, the score
and the
for it is
oh my
amazing.
God.
Oh my god.
it's a lot of Pixar movies instrumentals are on like my instrumental playlist.
Yeah.
But Up, I have multiple songs on there from Up.
Up is amazing.
Up is a
music, man.
really good movie.
All right,
Yeah.
next bracket.
Oh, we're coming back around now. Ratatouille
okay.
versus Coco. I think that's easy. Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
I'm not gonna lie.
That was a weak bracket, low
Ratatouille.
key. The top quarter is kind of weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the whole Eastern Conference left. We got
I know.
some big ones
Yeah.
over there. Yeah, the Eastern
All right,
Conference is
Ratatouille
loaded,
it
man.
is. Ratatouille it is.
Ratatouille.
This is hard as hell. This should have been a final round, low key, or a semi-final round.
Up. It's up. I have to say Up.
I think it's Finding Nemo, bro.
No. Dude, Up it's
Actually, I don't
such
know,
a good
bro.
movie.
No, but
Like-
Nish, you're kind of biased though, bro.
No, okay, forget about
That's
the
not
Wilderness
biased,
Explorer thing. That
like-
wasn't even the first thing I thought about. Until you said it, I didn't think about it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I think I have to agree. I think it's Up. Up
Dude,
has so
Nemo-
much better themes. Like when I think Pixar, I
guess.
think of like the overarching stuff. Nemo doesn't have it nearly as much as Up. I agree.
Nemo
is
doesn't
more
have the same
iconic.
theme. And I want to say another thing. Nemo might be a great, like, nostalgic movie, but Up is like
Yeah,
It's-
Up has
it's-
actual life lessons that you
Life
can take
lessons,
away
it's-
from it. Yeah,
it's
that makes
timeless.
sense.
It's
Yeah,
timeless.
that's true.
I think
You-
Up has aged a lot better. Even though Nemo is
agree.
infinitely more iconic to us, I've watched it way more times. Up is just, it's funny, it's important, it's impactful.
It's
I think
everything.
it's got to be Up.
I will literally
Wait, did
cry
I
in the
just
first
lose
few minutes of Up.
connection? I just lose connection.
No, I think you're good.
Okay. All right, we're good. All right, so Up
Alright,
it
cool.
is,
Up it
I
is.
think it's
Presenting-
got to be Up.
It
It's
has
got
to be.
Up.
and then Up and I think
Oh,
Up is Up.
It's Up. It's
for
Up.
sure.
That's
It's Up.
tough,
Dude,
man.
Finding
that's
Nemo,
tough.
dude, Finding Nemo is better than Ratatouille, and so Up has to.
I don't
de
know
facto.
about that.
I don't know.
know
I-
about that.
Dude, Ratatouille is a good movie. Now, like looking back at
Ratatouille
it,
is
it,
but-
amazing.
I'm gonna say Up though.
That's easily for me Up. It's easily
It has to be
for me.
Up. You know what's terrible though about this bracket? I genuinely believe good 3 or 4 movies in the Eastern Conference would have swept if they were put in
Yeah.
the Western Conference.
What?
That's why we can't have.
Yeah.
I do agree. But we can't have easy matchups all throughout the West.
Yeah, that's fair.
These were still pretty tough.
I still think
Okay.
Up is objectively just a.
I think Up
I
wins this.
agree.
I think Up wins this in 7.
Oh yeah,
I think Up
that's,
was-
that's
yeah,
a good
in
pick.
7.
Up,
I think
up,
Up in
in
7.
7. Up in 7.
Up in 7. Up in
Up in
7.
7.
7
7 up,
up.
man. 7 up.
7 up.
7
Thumbs
up.
Ooh, okay, this is
Ooh.
very interesting.
Yo, fun fact.
I
I
need-
watched.
yeah.
I watched Monsters Inc. for my 10th birthday.
Damn.
Yeah,
You were not
Now, is that
10
your
when this
pick?
came out.
or whenever it fucking came out.
I
My
think this
12th
came out
birthday.
before we were born. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I don't think it was
no.
before we
Oh
were
no,
born.
Monsters University. I watched Monsters
Oh yeah,
University.
Monsters
yeah.
University made that makes sense.
I gotta get your opinions on this. I bring this up a lot, and people shit on me for this. Monsters University is better than Monsters Inc.
I
think so,
agree.
too.
I agree.
I agree
Monsters
with that.
University is
I
better
agree
than
with that
Monsters
so
Inc.
Here,
much.
let me say something. Monsters University would not be the same without Monsters Inc. But because Monsters Inc. walked, Monsters University could run.
Exactly.
It was
Oh,
an insane
bars.
movie.
Damn,
Monsters
damn,
U was
dude.
amazing, even
Yeah,
as a
spewing the
standalone
Bible.
movie. Even as a standalone, I
Even
take
as a
Monsters
standalone.
University.
I remember when Mike Wazowski got betrayed. That was
Yeah.
so
Crazy,
sad,
dude.
bro. That
And
was
being
so
in
sad.
college now, it's just
Yeah.
like the
exactly.
frat culture,
yeah.
like whatever. You just like
Exactly.
you see all this happening in college, and you see all this in Monsters. It's the same.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
matter
agree.
if they're
I think- I
monsters
think-
or humans. It's the same.
Exactly.
think we got
I think
Monsters
Monsters U has
University.
done a much better job of relating to people than Monsters
Yeah.
Inc. ever did.
Agree. I
Okay.
agree.
What's
I
the
agree.
next bracket? Toy
This is a tough one.
Story?
Toy
Oh,
Story
Toy
2
Story.
or Cars 3?
No, Cars 3.
Toy Story
Cars 3.
2 or Cars 3?
Wait,
Cars
what
3.
happened in Cars 3? I forgot what happened in Cars
Jackson
You might
Storm.
not have watched it. Cars
Yeah.
3
may
is
not
the
have
one
Okay,
where...
I'll give you a quick recap.
Yeah,
Quick
yeah, go
recap. Lightning's racing. Jackson Storm, new fast racer, is racing him. Lightning gets severely injured, and he has to go through this whole rehabilitation process. And during that time, he meets. You see the yellow car on the poster.
Yeah.
He meets her, and
What happened to Sally?
I think
Sally's
Sally's
still there,
still in the movie.
Sally's
Sally's still in the
Sally's still
movie.
there.
Yeah. But basically, at the end of the movie, he's racing, and he realizes he can't win against Jackson Storm, so he lets the other car take over, and he becomes like Doc. At the end of the movie, the last scene
And
is
Doc's
him.
dead.
Doc
Doc's dead in
dies.
this
Yeah, Doc
movie.
dies by this movie. At the beginning of the
Yeah,
movie,
it's
Doc's
really
already dead.
sad.
It's really sad. Yeah.
Bro,
But-
Cars 3 it is,
That's
bro.
why I think it's Cars 3. Like,
The
I remember like
last-
Toy Story
yeah.
2 is the Toy Story that got me into Toy Story. I watched 2
Nah,
first.
what?
Well,
And
No,
I
yeah,
watched
Toy Story 1 was
Toy
before
Story
my time. Toy Story 1 was simply
Toy
before
Story
my
1
time.
was for all of our times. You know,
Yeah.
Toy Story 2 was the first one
Toy
I
Story
watched.
1 was the first one I ever watched. That was goated.
Still,
I mean-
I do think Toy Story 1 is a little overrated. And hear me out. I'm a massive fan of Toy Story. My whole like playroom when I was little, an entire shelf dedicated to Buzz Lightyear. I had about 10 different Buzz Lightyear toys. I
Damn, that's
wanted
the wrong
Buzz
guy you
Lightyear
should have been
for
dedicating your
Halloween.
thing to, bro.
You
It's
know?
Woody. It's Woody, not
No,
Buzz.
man, it's Buzz all
It's
the
Woody,
way, man.
bro.
Buzz all the
Oh,
way.
God.
Woody,
But I
Woody
don't know,
was.
man. Like,
I'm not
I
gonna
think
lie.
too-
Woody and Buzz both had their issues. They both had their issues.
Exactly.
But they really excelled when they came together. Team
That's what I'm
players.
saying,
Probably.
man.
Dynamic
Team
players.
Oh, that should have been a dynamic duo, bro.
I did have them on my list. I did have
I
them
had
on
him.
my
I
list
had
from
him on my
last
list. I
week.
just
I
didn't
had
put
them
him
on my
up.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
This
so
is tough
Cars
though.
3.
I do think this is tough.
I think Cars
Because
3. Based on
Toy
what
Story
Nish
is
told
way
me, based on what
Toy Story 2
Toy
is way
Story
more
1 is
iconic.
way better than Toy Story 2.
Are we- if
I
it
do not
is-
like Toy Story.
I think
2.
Cars 3 is a better overall story.
Yeah.
And also
know?
looking at Cars 3 in relation to the rest of the Cars movies, it's such a like poetic. Lightning needed
Nostalgic.
help.
It's every yeah.
Lightning
It's not
needed help.
nostalgic,
Doc
really,
was
'cause it
there
came
for
out
No,
him.
it
when we
is.
were older.
No. It's nostalgic because they bring back Doc up.
Yeah,
according to
yeah,
Nish.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why.
Yeah,
No,
and you
it,
have
it was very good.
the scene
Yeah.
where he goes back and he meets Doc's
It's so
old
sad,
friend,
Yeah.
and he finds out that Doc wasn't upset about leaving racing.
All right, chill.
He was happy.
I haven't watched
All right,
it.
I'm sorry, I don't want to
Dude,
spoil
No,
it.
don't spoil too much.
The way they mirror
Uh,
Lightning and Doc, man, it's so sad.
yo.
It's got to be Cars.
Once you see
Honestly-
Lightning's new paint job, you will actually die,
bro. I'm not gonna lie here, Nish. If it comes down to Cars 3 or Cars, it's gonna be tough. I'm just being honest. I think
don't
it's a lot
know.
tougher than
Hey.
than we're thinking.
Hey, we'll keep going. We'll keep going.
Cars 3 moves on.
I like that pick.
Oh,
Oh, three.
Toy
Three.
Story? I'm
What?
taking 3.
Dude,
I'm
what?
taking
Three?
Nah,
Three
bro.
One
is
is
the
overrated as
pick.
fuck, man. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
What the fuck,
Okay, Prem,
Bro.
tell me what happens in Toy Story 1.
bro? That's the OG.
Tell me what
talking
happens in
about?
Toy Story 1. Tell me what happens.
Tell me what happened to Toy Story 3, bro.
Toy Story 3,
Oh, I know.
Andy's moving away, and so he gives his toys back to this little
Lotso?
shelter place,
Lotso?
and he meets Lotso. Lotso at this kid's playground area.
Wait, hold up.
runs
You're
this
cutting
whole-
out. Can you repeat that?
Man, I'm out of Georgia Tech, man. I should have good Wi-Fi now. Nah,
no, it
so-
was my fault. That was
I
my
think it's,
fault.
I think it's
Oh,
him,
okay.
yeah.
So Toy Story 3, right? Andy's all grown up, and he has to give away his toys. So the toys go to this little what do you call it, nursery kind of area for
Yeah.
all kids can come and play with them, but the kids kind of abuse them. They're like throwing them around,
Yeah,
playing
yeah, I
all mean
remember
and
that.
aggressive with them. And then Lotso's there. Lotso is this giant purple bear who smells like strawberries. Amazing villain. You don't see it coming, man. He
Amazing.
deceives everybody. Thinks he's this great guy who's helping the toys find a better life, but then he turns out he's some villain, man. And all of the toys,
You don't know until
work
it's
with
too late,
Lotso.
dude.
it's too late.
Bro, Toy Story 1 started a franchise. Toy Story 3 would not be where it is without Toy Story 1.
Dude,
Toy
that
Story
doesn't
1
matter.
was-
That doesn't matter.
No, but
Cars-
listen, but listen. Monsters Inc. might have been good, but Monsters University was way better. That's not the case with this.
I
No,
think,
I
Toy
think it
Story 3
is.
better.
I think it is.
Toy Story
The
3 is
same
better.
level as
Dude.
Toy Story 3.
Dude, I don't feel
let
that
me tell
kind
you,
of
let
It
me
might be
tell you.
marginally better,
as
but the
when
fact
as when
is
they're
Toy Story
on.
1 created Toy Story 3.
That's
I
true, but
don't
you can't.
care.
But
The
then
prominence, the
would lose.
originality of it.
Every sequel would lose by that logic, and I don't think that's
No, it
right.
wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Because for example, Monsters University, Monsters Inc. was good, but there was a wide gap between Monsters University and Monsters Inc. For Toy Story and Toy Story 3, there's not that big of a gap. It
I
might
think
be
there
there's a
is.
bigger
I
difference. I think there's a bigger difference.
Let me say one thing.
What?
Toy Story 3, you don't know it until it's too late. You don't know until you become trash. And you won't understand that, Prem. You might not understand it. You might not get it in your soul. But until you become trash, you don't see it coming.
Until you do that landscaping work like me and Nish, man, you don't know what's
Yeah.
up, man.
Yeah, come on. I don't know. I think I
No,
have to stick with Toy
I
Story
think it's
3.
got to be 3, bro.
Three.
The amount of when they're on that like burning fire, like
Yeah, the
thing.
trash shoot.
Oh, my god. Dude,
It's
Lotso was
so
such a
like,
good
dude.
and Lotso was so ominous, man. Like so casually,
You never
so
see it
slow.
coming.
Bro's like Gus, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
All right. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
2 against 1, it's fine. I mean,
I
I've
think it's
watched all
gotta be-
3. I think it's good. They're all
I think
pretty
Toy
good.
Story 3 has legs to go far here, man. I'm not
I
lying.
think so too.
All right. If
I
you want,
think
if
so
you want to
too.
think long term, then
I
yeah,
think it's gotta be that.
Cars easy.
All right,
That's not
Cars.
even a-
Said it.
It's
that's
an
not-
I
easy
love-
Cars. It's an easy Cars.
There's no discussion, bro. There's
But
no-
I just
I
want
will
I just
say-
want to give Inside Out its props.
Okay.
This is probably the most relatable Pixar movie
Yeah.
ever made. The the best coming of age
Yeah.
movie they've made.
Yep.
I don't think
Yeah.
they've done
Oh,
anything
I
as
disagree.
like,
I disagree.
impactful and meaningful as this one.
I disagree. I think Soul and Inside Out were very similar movies in
Mm.
some ways. I think Soul was better.
I did
I-
not watch Soul, but I've heard it's very good.
It's a very good movie, and I think I've watched every Pixar movie so far, and I would honestly put Soul in one of my top movies as like an adult or as like
Really?
someone who's a lot older. As a kid, yeah, and Cars is Cars is unbeatable for me, of course.
I think it has to be Cars. I love
Yes,
Cars so
Cars.
much. I think it's probably one of my favorite movies
it
ever.
is.
But
And Inside Out gets
amazing movie.
Amazing movie.
This is the most meaningful of the movies here. I'll say.
on the
Most
list.
relatable,
Yeah,
most meaningful.
yeah, for sure.
All right.
But it's got to be Cars.
It has to be.
All right.
It has to be.
We'll move on to the semifinals here.
Oh, these are 2 sequels or 3quels or whatever you want to call it.
Prequel
They're
and
both prequel. Yeah,
this
prequel and
is tough.
wow.
Oh God, bro, this is really hard.
Here's the thing. If you put me in a room and told me to watch both movies and I watched them fully through, I'd probably
I'd
know
probably
my
say Monsters
answer.
University.
But I don't
I'll
know my
probably
answer
put
right
Monster-
now. I will say I don't
I'll put-
know
I'll
my
put
answer.
Monsters University
that's
for
so
2 reasons.
tough.
I'll put Monsters University for 2 reasons. One, we got to think about where we are right now in life. We're all in college, okay? Everyone goes through college. Like we were talking about before, it's a lot more relatable than Cars 3. I understand the plot, Nish. I understand what you're telling me about Cars 3.
See, the
But
thing is,
Monsters
Prem hasn't
University-
seen it, so you don't have a full picture of it.
I
don't
don't,
have-
but I don't. But Nish, based on what Nish is, I'm just going off of what Nish is telling me. Okay,
Yeah,
not basically. But Monsters University, one, I watched on my birthday. One of the best movies. The amount of emotion and feeling I got out of that. There's true life lessons to be learned from that. And number 3, everyone goes through college. It will impact a lot more people, a lot more children in their life than Cars 3 will. And I think because of that, it's become more iconic and it's going through in my
I feel that, but
I will-
Cars 3 plays off
here,
nostalgia
I think-
so much better than Monsters U does. And it actually tugs at your heartstrings,
Here's
man. When
one
you see
point
Doc
which I think
die and,
might
like,
help.
the lineups, like
I think one point that I think will help me decide once I talk it through with you, Ari, is this. Monsters Inc. end to end, on average, scene by scene, is a better movie. But
okay.
Cars, and there's 1 or 2 really good scenes in
Monsters Inc. or Monsters
Sorry,
U?
University. Sorry,
Oh,
University.
okay.
There's 1 or 2 scenes in there, I think near the end, which are really good in Monsters University. But Cars 3, there's like a good 3-4 scenes which are just peak level cinema. When Lightning goes into that barn and he hears a story about Doc and he sees those
That's
pictures
so
and you get
sick,
those like
man.
flashbacks, it's a different level of heightened like
But those are a
feeling.
few scenes, bro. Those are a few scenes.
No, but the emotion that brings out is you get
It's
more
like-
emotion.
this is
out of
like-
Ari,
Monsters
what's
Inc.
the
than
first thing you
anything in
said?
Monsters U.
This thing is about overall best movie.
Yeah,
overall
Best movie,
best movie.
emotion is
Yeah, but
huge when you're
it's the
talking about
scenes are
movies.
still
but-
within the
no, but-
movie.
We're not
The
talking
scenes are
about-
part of the
I'm not
movie.
talking about
You're the one.
buys
Nish,
from
you're the one who
iconic
said.
or
Nish,
something.
you're the one who said end to end. Monster University is a better movie.
I don't think
No,
it is.
no,
though.
no, no,
I
not,
don't
not
agree
like
with
that. Not like that.
He's saying,
end
like-
to end, meaning overall, it's average scene, like scene to scene. On average, it's a little bit more exciting and more fun.
Meaning it's
But-
less
Yeah.
progression, just constantly like decent.
Just
Constantly
constantly
like,
enjoy
What would you
it.
give? What would you give a grade to each of them? You can only give
They'd
one
be,
A.
they'd be on the same. They'd be on the same
You can't-
letter grade.
if you were to give one A
in my
plus or
mind,
one A.
Prem, I'm just saying, I genuinely think Cars 3 could rival the original Cars, which is saying something.
I
If you
agree.
take away the
Honestly,
nostalgia,
think
from
so?
the ori-
You
if
think
you take
so?
away the nostalgia from the original Cars, Cars 3 completely wraps up the franchise perfectly. Any movie that can wrap up a franchise so well, in my opinion, has to go far.
All right,
the fact that this
then that's
movie
fine. That's what
pushes
you're
it
saying, bro.
this-
I agree.
I mean, it goes up to Nish because
Ari?
now it's tied 1-1.
No, I think I have to agree. As I was saying before, like again, Monsters University, scene by scene, a little bit better, just because there's less progression. But Cars 3 is a beautiful movie, and when you see those like great, well scripted scenes, it's
Yeah.
that's it.
It's
You
too
have to
good.
go with Cars 3. It'll hit
And I
you in
gotta
the
say, Cars
feels
3
way more.
Exactly.
Dude,
And we don't
low-key,
even.
I might
we don't-
watch it tonight. I might watch it
Yeah,
tonight.
Dude,
bro.
go watch
Yo, we
it,
should
go
watch
watch
it all
it.
together. Watch it all together. Watch it all together.
Oh,
man.
famous chili watch session.
Famous chili watch along with
I'm
Cars
so
3.
down.
Alright.
I'm so down.
So
Dude, but
Cars
I'm just saying
3?
also, Cars 3 doesn't even play off nostalgia for us. Besides the old Cars movies, because this
Yeah.
came out when we were already grown up. You know,
Yeah,
Monsters U, we were
exactly.
still young.
All right.
I think it's
Yeah.
gotta be Cars
So
3, man.
what is the next Cars?
Oh,
Like,
why is the
This is
Eastern Conference
tough.
cracked?
This is tough.
The Eastern
Cars.
Conference is
The
actually
Eastern Conference
cracked.
is crazy.
Cars and 7, bro. Cars and 7.
Oh, Cars is so much more because this is the third Toy Story
Here,
movie.
this is the thing. I will say this is where it comes into play where I might have to choose best movie overall. Cars.
No, but bro, nope, you can't do that because you have to be consistent. You got to be consistent with your
Yeah,
decision.
best movie
Prem,
overall,
We,
best
we
movie
are
overall.
choosing best movie overall.
Here's the thing. If you put me like a niche that has never watched any Pixar movie, never had feelings for Pixar movies.
Yeah,
And you said which of these
Cars.
two movies is better?
It's Cars. It's
No,
Cars,
but
100%.
that you can't. By that perspective, every sequel would never advance by that logic.
But it's
then
not
you
even
have to have
about
seen
that.
the.
No,
That's
but
the point.
Cars is
You have to
Cars-
take into account the previous movies because if the ending
That's
wraps
fine. No,
everything
no,
up well,
no, but
that's
Ari,
everything.
Ari,
Endgame
Cars-
as
Ari,
Endgame
Ari,
as a
Cars-
standalone movie
bro.
is nothing
Cars
crazy
has
special, but
Cars
it ends the
with
whole Marvel
franchise.
universe.
Cars with franchise is one of the best franchises, and it all started with this
It
movie.
is.
Number one, number two. I think it's one of the highest grossing Pixar movies,
That's true.
if I'm not wrong.
Cars
So-
is so iconic.
It has to be. I don't even think there's a debate here, bro. We
It
have
is-
to give.
I don't.
We have to give Toy Story 3 its props, but you know what I mean.
It is a very good movie. I do agree that Cars.
You have to
has
look at
go
my look at my
advance.
back. Look at my
Yeah.
background, dude. Look at my
It
background.
has to be Cars. I think it has to be Cars. Damn,
Yo, Prem.
crazy,
I know. I saw that.
I think it has to be Cars.
dude. I
I'm
think it
gonna
has
go
to
with
be Cars. It's crazy to me though that it was even that close to my mind because, when I was coming in, I thought Cars would win easy.
Oh,
But
same.
Once they're next to each other and I start remembering
Yeah.
how good Toy Story 3
Dude,
was,
Here's the thing.
I take out
if
my
it wasn't for the
bias,
villain,
'cause,
if it wasn't for the villain, Cars would win. But the villain is what puts it in contention. The villain is what
Okay.
puts it in
I don't
contention, and
think
Cars still
Cars
wins.
has that great of a villain. That's the problem.
I mean, the villain is himself.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But
But I
it's
think
not
that
even
if anything
about
that adds
bro.
to it, if anything that
That
adds to it,
adds.
it's
But
it's really like an internal struggle, you know.
Yeah, it is. It is.
All
But
right,
I
I
think
like
it
it.
still
So
takes.
we got
it
Cars.
takes.
Going up.
What's next?
This
Oh.
is huge. I don't think anybody would have seen this having a debate. I think anybody who sees this will think we're idiots for even considering this because Cars is so much more iconic. But I'm
But
telling you,
dude,
Cars 3
this
has
is a
something so
great
special
movie.
about it.
Bro, I
This is
need to watch this
this
movie
is-
because I
this
think
is
you
like-
guys were exaggerating, low
No,
I
I
don't know,
I'm
bro.
telling you, it's so good, bro. It's like comparing Infinity War to Endgame. I'm telling you, it's literally like that.
Really?
One
Okay,
of
but
them-
Infinity War was better, bro. Infinity War was better.
but because of how good Endgame
Okay, yeah,
wraps
that's
up
fair, that's fair, that's
everything,
fair, that's
And no,
it makes
Endgame
it
wraps
so
it
much
up
better.
perfectly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what I'm
Ari.
saying.
That's a good
Cars
comparison.
3 wraps up. It's a full circle. Lightning is
But
ignorant at the beginning. He doesn't want to change, and then by the end of the whole Cars franchise, he becomes Doc. After
Yeah.
he replaces Doc after Doc's death, he goes through the same thing of being outplaced by the faster, younger cars. He relives that whole story. Him at first blaming Doc for not
I still
continuing
think
with racing until his injury. And
I
then
still
he has
think
the same
Cars,
thing.
with its overall influence and its overall exposure, its overall iconicism, however you say that word, I think it's on top. I genuinely think so. I think that Cars itself revolutionized not only the Cars franchise but Disney Pixar as a whole.
It
Like,
did.
it's-
It did.
It did.
Cars 3, this is where I put the distinction. Cars 3, okay, I haven't watched it, but based on what you guys are saying, Cars 3 has had a perfect ending to Cars, has impacted the Cars franchise in a huge, insurmountable way. But Cars, the original movie, has changed movies, has
It
changed
has. It
Pixar
has.
in a way that Cars 3 would never will. Which is why I think Cars.
It does, and but I think this is so that Cars is undoubtedly more iconic, but I still think as a straight storyline, Cars 3 is so perfect.
It
And
really
Cars is also perfect. We're really splitting hairs here.
No, I think it's Cars. It
Prem's
has to
going
be.
Cars. He hasn't seen Cars 3. I think I gotta go with Cars 3. I'm going Cars 3.
Nish,
Damn,
stop.
Ari, you
Nish,
left
it's
it on
on you.
me.
It's
Nish,
on you.
bro,
Here.
stop.
How about this?
Nish is the
I'm gonna
Cars super
check-
fan. It's gotta go on you.
Don't you dare say Cars 3.
Because
That's
I'm good with
blasphemous.
either of these.
That's blasphemous, bro. Cars is easily, bro. You can't even debate that.
Watch Cars 3 and come back to us, man.
Bro, I
You're
will
gonna watch
but
Cars 3 and you're gonna text us tonight if you do end up watching it tonight, if we don't do a watch party, and you're gonna be like, damn, that's a good movie.
So
However,
good.
Ari, as good as Cars 3 was, there's something about Cars.
Cars.
There is
It's
I completely
Cars,
understand.
bro.
I completely
here's the thing.
understand.
I would not get
Cars, bro.
if these two movies were standalone movies and were not related to each other in any way. Cars 3, I think, might objectively be slightly better, but they're related to each other, and you can't deny that fact.
How did the franchise go from Cars to bullshit Cars 2
Cars
to
2
insane Cars 2?
Yeah, okay. We're not even talking about Cars 2.
stands
Forget about
in the
that.
way. Cars 2 stands in the way from this being the best movie trilogy of all time.
Oh, for sure.
Best
Yeah,
movie.
probably.
You know what? You know what
sure.
takes the cake now? Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda.
Me
Panda.
and my
I have
friends
a
back at school did a full Kung Fu Panda watch through. Each week we watched one of them. We're obsessed with it. And you know what I just found out? Kung Fu Panda,
Kung Fu
4
Panda
coming
4.
out next March.
Let's
No
go.
way.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
serious?
I just don't want them to
Damn.
ruin the
Panda
franchise.
4.
I really just don't want them to ruin the
Because they
franchise.
did it so well.
They did
Have you
really
seen the
well.
plot? Like what it's about?
Yeah, I got a small sneak peek, but I don't want to like.
Yeah, it's like Poe trying
No
to
more-
find his
yeah.
replacement. That's the synopsis. that
Yeah,
they
he's
gave.
like
What?
finishing off
I
his
found-
cycle as a dragon
and the
warrior.
villain brings back the spirits of his old villain. So we're gonna see Tai Lung come back.
Yeah.
Bro, Tai
Yeah.
Lung.
The only
Bro,
one I need to watch is Kung Fu Panda 3. I haven't
You
watched
didn't
that.
watch 3?
I have to watch 3, Cars 3, Kung Fu Panda 3.
Bro,
I've
both
I've
Go
these
watch all the
franchises-
threes. Go watch Toy Story
Go
3.
watch
Go watch
all
all
the
the threes, bro.
Bro, I'm
I've
telling
watched
you,
Toy
if you-
Story 3. I've watched Toy Story.
watching
yeah.
Kung Fu Panda 2 when you're older, you
Bro,
realize
it's
how
such
like
a
how many historical references.
No,
there
I know.
are.
There are.
It's
It
literally
is.
like World War II. I'm just
Well,
saying.
okay,
Yeah, I
here.
know.
If you think
I-
about it, right?
I've
Yeah.
watched
It's
it.
literally
Yeah,
World War
Kung Fu
II.
Panda 2 is. I think Kung Fu Panda 2 is better than Kung Fu Panda 1.
Oh, it's the best Kung Fu Panda.
No.
Two is the best.
Kung Fu
Two is-
Panda
two
2
is
is
the
the
best.
worst.
Two is the best.
Two
Two is
Two
the best
is
one.
the worst.
Who's the best one?
Okay, wait. All right, wait. Let's. Okay.
Let's
wait.
finish this up and then we can
Yeah,
discuss this maybe at a different
Wait,
time.
Was Kung Fu Panda Disney or no?
No,
it's
it's
DreamWorks.
It's DreamWorks. Yeah,
DreamWorks
Okay.
is really good.
that's like
so
Shrek, Kung Fu
Cars,
Panda.
Cars,
Yeah,
right?
Cars. I'm gonna go with Cars. I'm
Cars.
sorry.
Oh
I think it's
my
Cars.
God.
I think it's
Cars.
Cars.
I think
Like
it's Cars.
But the
I
thing
think
is,
it's Cars.
if Cars did not get the finishing touches that Cars 3 put on it, would you then? I know
It's not about the trilogy. It's not
I know,
about the
I
trilogy.
know it's not. I know
about
it's
one
not. I'm just asking a separate question. This is just completely just separate. Do you guys think Cars would be up if it's just standalone? You don't take into account its franchise. Because think about Up. It's not
Yeah.
even a franchise, and look at how iconic it is. Nothing is as emotional as a Pixar movie, honestly, as Up.
Here's what I'll say. If I were to
think
watch
Cars in
Up
6.
and Cars, I'm gonna cry when I watch Up, but I'm gonna be yelling my ass
Yeah.
off when I'm
Yeah.
watching Cars. I'm gonna
I
be
agree.
so hyped.
I
I think
agree.
it has to be
Dude,
Cars.
when
Has to be
I forgot
Cars.
the green guy's name, but when he's pushing him, or not the green guy, the blue guy, when he's pushing him to the finish line, that was insane.
Danica,
Yeah.
man, Danica.
Donica, yeah.
no.
Whatever.
Bro said Danica.
Danica.
Danica
Whatever,
Patrick,
bro.
man. Think racing.
Cars.
Gotta be Cars, and that's the winner.
Cars is a
King.
champion, bro.
We get Cars as the winner. Cars won this whole bracket.
This was
Honestly, I'm
fun.
not
This was
surprised.
good.
Not surprised, but I will say
that was my number one pick from the beginning. I
Yeah,
knew
my
Cars
number
was
one
gonna
pick.
win.
Same.
But
That
I
was
will
my
say
number
one
one.
thing. I want to finish this off. I want to finish this bracket off on a few words about Pixar in general and Disney.
Yeah.
Great movies. It's undeniably some of the best childhood content we've watched. And
Yeah.
on top of that, undeniably some of the best content you can continue to watch through
Yeah.
like growing up.
Dude,
Like
the best content is one that's ageless. You look at Friends,
Exactly.
you can watch that in any period. You look at Pixar movies, I know Ari would not think of that, but Office, you could watch that in any period. These movies, like Nish was saying, like Cars, you can watch it when you're 50 years old and you still feel the same emotions you feel when you're young.
There's something about Pixar.
Yeah, something
dude.
about
There's
Pixar, it's
something.
because of how Pixar relates to your life so much.